India and the European Union, two of the world's most vibrant regions, share a relationship that's been building for decades. But only now, amidst global uncertainty, is it reaching a whole new level. So how did it all begin? And why is this partnership so crucial today? Let's take a deep dive. Let's check out the history of engagement. India and the EU have had diplomatic ties for over 50 years. The formal partnership began in the early 1990s, when India opened up its economy and sought to strengthen global trade. Over the years, the EU has become one of India's largest trading partners, with billions of euros exchanged in goods and services annually. Talks for a free trade agreement, FTA, began way back in 2007, but progress was slow. Negotiations stalled over tariffs, data protection rules, and market access issues. Yet, despite these challenges, both sides recognize the potential. India's growing consumer market and the EU's technological and financial strength made them natural allies. NTIs. What happened after the Trump's tariffs? Fast forward to 2025. President Trump, citing concerns over India's oil trade with Russia, imposed a 50% tariff on Indian imports. This sudden shock rattled businesses, especially in sectors like textiles, jewelry, seafood, and handicrafts. Many feared job losses and falling exports, raising alarm bells across government and industry. India was at a crossroads, reliant on the U.S. for trade, yet needing new partnerships to secure its economic future. This is when Europe stepped in. The EU, recognizing India's strategic importance, reopened dialogues and accelerated talks on trade and investment cooperation. Whether the Ukraine war, a diplomatic turning point in the relationship? Adding to this was the Ukraine conflict. While Western nations backed Ukraine militarily, India chose a more balanced approach, calling for dialogue, peace, and strategic autonomy. This made India a unique player in global diplomacy. European leaders, although cautious, saw India's relationship with Russia as a valuable asset in peace negotiations. Germany's foreign minister even reached out to India, asking for support in bringing Russia to the negotiation table. Talks with France and other EU nations reinforced this view. India wasn't just an economic partner, it was a diplomatic bridge between East and West. Let's check out the benefits India stands to gain. So what's at stake and what's in it for India? Trade diversification. Stronger ties with the EU help India reduce dependence on any single market. Market access. Europe's high-tech, sustainable industries could fuel India's development agenda. Energy security. With new collaborations, India can tap into Europe's renewable energy technologies and infrastructure investments. Strategic clout. India's global stature is rising, with the EU viewing it as a key player in peace-building and global governance. What are the challenges faced by India? But the path isn't without hurdles. The EU's strict regulations on labor, environment, and data can be hard to meet. Balancing relations with Russia, the EU, and the US is a complex diplomatic dance. Industries disrupted by tariffs need rapid restructuring and new strategies. What is the road ahead? Despite these challenges, the relationship is gaining momentum. FTA negotiations are slated to be completed by the end of 2025. Talks on technology sharing, climate partnerships, and defense cooperation are also on the table. For India, this is more than just trade. It's about crafting a future where resilience, innovation, and diplomacy intersect. It's about turning setbacks into opportunities and positioning itself as a global leader. India's engagement with the EU is no passing trend. It's the next chapter in a relationship built on mutual respect, strategic interests, and global challenges. From the early years of diplomatic exchanges to today's complex geopolitical landscape, the partnership has weathered negotiations, delays, and disruptions. Now, amidst trade wars and global conflicts, India is not just reacting, it's leading, adapting, and opening new doors to growth, peace, and prosperity. The story of India and the EU is one of transformation, and it's far from over.